To draw LaFerrari, we will use two different markers, a thinner one and a thicker one, and we will work with lines. So first we will start with the front part to warm up, and for that we will start here, just do kind of a V and come back. So see this here, 3 fingers, 6 fingers. Okay, so this is the point here. This is the center of our car. What we will do, we do a line down here and another line up here. Mirror wise, this is to show a bit more the depth. Now we will do the same thing on the bottom, kind of. So what we do here, we do a parallel line to this, and we do the same thing just a little bit higher here, and we end up here towards the middle. It's because here we have it more inside. Okay, then a parallel line here and up. So now you take the other marker and you do this. So now you're on the same height. What you then can do here is to do 2 lines, here one, and another one. This is it's a bit straighter, and then one here, and then you connect with the thinner one here on top. Okay, so that's what you do. Now this is the front part. 1 finger, you just go down, and then here approximately you go down and you go back to the middle here. Okay, now again a third one, a little bit more of those lines. Okay, and what you do, you do 3 fingers to here, so a little bit a third longer than this one. And now you can nicely connect. You take here, so this is the spoiler, carbon spoiler, and we have already pretty much the frontal part. What you can then do is take this one and you do a thinner line like this. This is to show them the red color. You will see it later. So now we already have the grill. What we will do now is to fill the front. So we know that the wings are going like that. So what you do, you try to, from here, you will go up. That will give you pretty much the setup for the rest of the car. So just like that. It goes like that. You do from here, you come back and you go down here. Okay, so one, and then you come back. So what you do now is like 1 finger, you do a mark here, and now you do a hump like that and you connect. So this is the outer line. So here we go. This is what we have. Now you try to imagine that you will do the same thing on the other side. So what you do, we go here and we do that. This is counter line on the other side of that. Now here we don't have the angle, so what you do now here, you go straight for 3 fingers, roughly for 3 fingers, and you do the other connection here. Okay, so what you do it like that, stop here, and now you take your thinner one and 1 finger roughly here in the middle, mark it here on that line here, you go like that. Okay, so you have all the lines, and now you can connect. just a little bit deeper. You can connect all those lines. Then we have one line in the middle. And we have another one here. Okay, then we have another one here. So then parallel to it, the last one's thinner, closer. Now what you do, to understand what you're drawing, you do a line up here. It comes down here. This you fill out as black. And now you can see this is the air intake. Okay? So take the smaller one, connect here. And now you see what you are drawing. Okay, so those are the air intakes. It's quite easy to get lost, but in that case, we have to draw it like that, okay? We fill out the black later on here. So, we have set up. What we are missing are the front lights. So the front lights, it's on that level here. What we can do is, to set up the high, you do one finger, over here, put the line, parallel to that one, parallel to that one. Here we go. So those are the lights, and then you can know that pretty much here you will have the light coming. So what you do is one line like this, one line like that, and this is where you have your lights, and then you connect like that. So, okay, this is where you have the light. We have the same thing over here. So what we do here is one line, and now we go with the line up here, almost up here, come back, and now you do try to be parallel till this point, 2/3, then you go out and you come back. Okay, so these are the front light. Now in the light itself you do a parallel line, it ends up here. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little lines that's inside the inner reflectors. Okay. Here you draw kind of a triangle. So those are your lines. You have the same thing here. Okay. So you go back to your bigger marker. So now we go with the wheels. Okay, so the wheels, it's from a logical point, you do kind of an arch, comes down here on the back. So that's where you will set your wheels. So the wheels are set up here. So what I do in general, I follow that line again to, and now I turn towards the end and I connect to this one because this is my wheel and I connect it to here. So here my wheel is inside my wheel case. Okay, so this is the wheel. So now I can go and draw parallel to that. Wherever you want, you start parallel, get closer here and come back. Okay, now we know that the center will be roughly here, so you do an oval here. Now you want to show that you have a wide tire, so you go here and close it there. Okay, so now to show that your rims are sporty rims, you show that they are deep, so in that case you come here with the inner side of the rim, come up and closer to this here one. So that shows. And now to show that you are in a speed motion, you do it like this. Parallel, down, up, down, always larger and larger. we go, and you do on the opposite way the same thing. Small, down, up, down, up, down. And now you already have the motion in the wheel, the center cap. So here we already have the front of the Ferrari. Now we go and continue sideways. So now we go back to the perspective. This is how we do it. So this is the carbon fiber downforce spoiler. Here we connect, parallel, come back. The same thing as here. We have to draw the back wheel. So what we do is simply a little line up to continue, and then we do the same thing as before, and we stop here. Now the wheel, we have the same idea. Just we go here, inside, come back. Now we continue and finish our circle here. Then you correct. Now you connect to the bottom to show how wide the wheel is. Now we do a parallel line again inside. This time you let it touch and you come back. Those things we can correct towards the end. They're never right actually. So, and we do the same lines. We can now correct a bit. So now you continue here with the thinner one, and you go and much more inside to show the depth of the rims. Closer inside, and here we go. So, and now we do the same thing as here. To show the speed motion. We fill this here out. And we already have pretty much all the end of the LaFerrari. So now we have here, we continue this way, we go to the back. So what we have to know, we just continue this, down straight, and then we come up. We stop here, one finger, we go all the way to, I would say here, just a bit higher, and we stop it here. So here we are here, and now we continue our idea. So we have to take this line here to be parallel, and we go up here and down here. Okay, so this is parallel to that, parallel to that. Okay, so now we have to be here, the intakes, one line, two lines, and then we connect to the bottom here. Okay, and we fill this out. Okay, here we go, we fill this out all with the black marker, the thicker black marker, and then you already have the side air intake. Now, pretty much close to the end. What we do here now is a little bit deeper. We do the window line, we go parallel again, and then we go up, and we stop here because we know that we will have the side mirrors on top of it. So the side mirrors is here, one line, another line, half up, and here we go. And now the other side, and that's how we do it. Now the connection of the side mirror, very easy. You take pretty much in the middle here between those two lines and kind of an arch, that little parallel on the bottom, how we do it. Okay, you will understand afterwards. So now, from here, we do a line that goes down pretty much a bit like a finger here. So mark it like that. And you will do it like that. Doesn't have to be all that straight, okay? And now we do connect all this. From here now we start. We do up and we connect over here. So now we also have the air intakes in the back here. So therefore you do a line, pretty much parallel like this, and up, and you fill this out. Okay, so this is the air intake in the back. Take your center marker. There's a prolongation of that line. You have the air intakes on both sides. Now we have to mark the door. This is the door. Okay, and we have the same thing here. So you of course have to mark where the doors are. Pretty much finished. So now we have to do the top. The top is just you take your breaths and then you start to do one line here. You do a connection parallel, and now you do the bubble then. Okay, so for that I would suggest you go one line up here, and then you do a semi-arched here, and it finishes here. Now you connect this one with a straight line, and now you connect to just here, from that point to that point, with a kind of should be a double bubble, but in this case we do the double bubble up like that. Okay, so you can mark it anyway. The top is black, so we can correct it with a marker afterwards. And you do a kind of a parallel line like this that goes like that, and an arch here. So you already have your top. Here you do now one line for the side mirror, a little bit thick on the bottom, one line here, and a kind of a V sideways. So now we have our side mirror here as well. Again, now you can start to correct a little bit everything with the marker. So see, to make a nice line, you fill this out. The double bubble a little bit stronger. That's how the car looks like. We can't miss the wiper. The wiper is here. Goes like that. Like that. A little bit out because of the perspective. And now correct this nice bubble. Bubble at the end of the car. So that's what we have to do. Also, the inside of the spoiler, the grille, just to be filled out. So, best way to do it. Same thing over here. I don't draw the grille, we just want to do a car, to draw the LaFerrari as good as we can, but we don't want to just draw like a picture. This is not the idea. The idea is to have fun, to draw, and in most of the cases to draw it for our children who want then a copy of it and color it all the time. This is what my son is always asking me, to draw in cars, hypercars, and then to copy them, and so he can color them with his friends. So here we have the LaFerrari pretty much finished. So now you take your Cine marker and you can work on lines to emphasize the shades, things like that. So here we go. And the LaFerrari is finished.